Do you want to see a simple piece of cotton like this turn into this? Well, you're on the right channel. But remember, these videos are definitely not for you to emulate. These are just to educate. So, with that out of the way, we can get to the experiment itself. Alright, these two simple ingredients is what you are going to need. This is 63% nitric acid. This can be done in another form, by using potassium nitrate instead of nitric acid, but me having nitric acid already at hand, I will use that. Now, this is stir facile. You ask what it is? Well, it is an acid-based drink cleaner with sulfuric acid, which is needed for, which is a essential element of the nitrating compound, which is created by mixing these two in a ratio of 7 parts sulfuric acid and 3 parts nitric acid. Now, again, I'm going to remind you that please don't do this unless you're educated in chemistry and you're an expert and you know what you're doing. And as simple as that, you mix these together and you get that nitrating mixture, and then you add your cotton balls. Remember, they have to be 100% cotton, because cotton contains nearly 90 to 99% cellulose, which we're going to turn into nitrocellulose by a simple nitration process. And I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, here's just a recap of what we're going to do and what you are going to need. You are going to need an approximate amount to the volume of your nitrating mixture, some cotton balls, nitric acid if you have that. If you don't have that, use potassium nitrate. It's of course in a different ratio, but it's this is the easy way. You need that. Then sulfuric acid, and of course the most important part, a container, which 2 containers actually. One that you are actually going to put the mixture in, the nitrating mixture in the cotton balls. The second one is just to fill cold water. I don't know, actually I'm gonna put ice there, but I have pretty ice cold water from this hose, so I'm gonna fill this up with water, and that water has to be cool, because if this gets too hot, then unfortunately it's all gonna melt and it's gonna turn into mushy mixture, which you are not gonna like and which is gonna be of no use. One of the more important thing is you gotta have to have an open window. I'm actually going to place it on here once I'm gonna be measuring out all the chemicals, which I'm not gonna show in the video because that's I think useless. Alright, I don't remember the exact ratio, but here we have the necessary amounts of acids that we have to mix together. So here I have the sulfuric acid in the form of the drain cleaner, and here I have really concentrated, very dangerous, I remember 210 milliliters of nitric acid. And now once we mix this together, it's gonna make a lot of fumes, because of course it's extremely reactive. Then we're gonna let it settle down. It's very cold outside, so I won't put ice in this bath of water. But let's go, let's do this. Ooh. This is an extremely dangerous compound, so unless you aren't an expert, please don't do this. Now, I will have to find something to mix this with. I guess I'm gonna just take it in my hand. I have gloves, I should think everything should work well. I regret not wearing a face mask. Alright, and now put the cotton in. Once this nitrates, which will take usually from 5 to 10 minutes, I will remove it and rinse it in a lot of water. If you want to, and put baking soda in the water that you were rinsing the cotton in, because that kind of stabilizes all the acids and makes the solution a lot less reactive. So you can pause, and I'm gonna remind you when I go and rinse the cotton. Alright, as you can see, it has change time. I've decided to keep this in for a longer time, for a significantly longer time, because you never know what could go wrong, you know. I don't think you can over nitrate it, so I kept it there for a bit longer. So now, this is still a very dangerous compound, even though it's diluted with water. That's why I'm wearing gloves, of course. Wear gloves. And once you have the cotton, get another bowl of water. Now, in that bowl of water, I recommend you put some baking soda, which I have right here, and you basically neutralize the acid that way and prevent any incidents happening. As you can see, it's sizzling. Now that's a good sign, because that's a sign of the neutralization happening. Rinse it properly. Once you have that, we can move on to the next step. And so the next step will be very simple. You just take the cotton with dilute water and put the baking soda in, as you saw, and simply rinse it with a hose or water or anything that you have. Squeeze it and put it on a flat surface and let it dry out. And so I've let it dry out overnight. There are a lot of pieces that are completely dry and enough dry enough for a test. Like, not dry enough, but completely dry. Let's go test, for example, this one. Here I'm going to show you. This is not really that much fluffed up. I could do that. I'm actually going to do that. So here I have a small piece of cotton, fluffed up cotton. If you wouldn't know this is nitrocellulose, you wouldn't expect this. Yeah. Now I've had pieces that burn even faster than this. Let's try to light this one. It doesn't look like gun cotton. No, that is not gun cotton. This is gun cotton. And this is how much gun cotton I'm left with at the end of the experiment. I think it's quite a lot, but I'm gonna use this very quickly because, again, I said once that I already said that if you leave this for a really long time unused, and after a year or so, the quality of it is just gonna decline, and its burning time is just gonna slow down and slow down and slow down, and like 5 years later, it's just gonna be like normal cotton. Well, I don't have any experience with it keeping it that long, but I've heard, and from my personal experience, even like a couple months, it's slightly visible, but this in this form, like a couple hours old, freshly dried, is the most potent. So use it as soon as possible. So this turned out to be a great experiment, which I don't recommend do. I do these videos to entertain you and to educate you on how explosives are made, but not how you should make it, alright? So yeah, goodbye.